Alright guys, welcome to part 3 of the Camaro SS1LE rebuild. So, before we get today's video started, there's something I want to show you guys. So the other day I realized that I lost my flex head ratchet, so I went to Harbor Freight to get another one. And while I was shopping over there looking for this wrench, something over there caught my eye. And it was a no-brainer, I kind of just got it out of impulse. But here it is. It's a 24 karat gold plated ratchet wrench. I thought it was pretty cool. But if you end up, I'm not using this. I kind of got this for like a decoration kind of thing. But if you were to use this ratchet wrench, since it's plated, it would actually kind of look like this is like one of those colored wrenches and stuff. So since it's plated, this isn't gold. This is just yellow. But it would just, you know, rub off like that. See how it just rubs off right there at the edge? You can see some silver. That's kind of what would happen. But I'm not going to be using this wrench. It's just for decoration. I thought it was pretty cool, so I got it and I wanted to show you guys. It's just going to be hanging out right here by these boxes with all the other stuff on the shelves. But this is the main thing that I needed. So now we got that too. Yeah, so that was just something cool I wanted to show you guys. Hopefully I'll find my other ratchet wrench soon. But anyways, let's talk about what we're going to be doing in today's video. So in today's video, we're going to be taking out this skid plate, these frame rails, and then we're going to be talking about some of the damage on the car and parts that have been ordered. Yes guys, you heard that right. Every single part for this car has been ordered except for this headlight, but more to come on that later. Guys, we also got our strut in finally. It took so long to get the appointment to get this assembled, but it's finally here. I'm not sure if we're going to be putting in the strut in today's video, but we're definitely going to be taking out these frame rails and the skid plate and talking about damages. But now, without any further ado, let's take out these skid plates and the frame rails. Alright guys, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take out the skid plate right here under the subframe, but when we get to the frame rails, this actually requires for this frame rail to be dropped a little bit. So we're going to loosen the bolts just a little bit and let the subframe drop but still be on its bolts, because there's one bolt right here on the frame rail, right there. There's a bolt right there that doesn't take that bolt right there has to come out so the frame rail can slide out. And it's so close to the subframe that you actually have to drop it on its bolts. One of the bolts for the subframe is right here. So you lower it and you get that bolt out and take out your frame rails, put your new ones in, and it's like frame damage never even happened. So one thing I really like about the design of this car is that these rails up here are made of aluminum, and back here they're made of steel. So right here you can see where they connect. There's just bolts, and then there's one right there, and I think there's two more on the other side. So this takes all the impact right here. This doesn't even get touched. This doesn't even move. But of course, you use a tram gauge just to make sure, double check. But yeah, these don't move. Same with this side. You can see that the rail is pushed this way, but the rail right here, the original rail, is completely straight. So that's just amazing the way that that works, because it kind of guys, so I got both frame rails out. It was kind of a lot of work in a way because my wrench got stuck in between the subframe and that was really difficult to get out. But both of them are out. Nothing on the car got damaged. Everything came out smoothly after the wrench came out. Then everything went smooth. So yeah, now that the frame rails are out, let's talk about some of the damage on the car. Alright guys, so talking about damages now, specifically this area right here. If you're wondering why there's tape right here, it's because I'm trying to... This side skirt kind of went outwards when the fender got ripped off in the accident, so I kind of put some tape up there. Hopefully it'll go back into its spot. But I also need to do some body work on it and heat it up, so I don't want the body filler to crack if it does go back. Anyways, so talking about the damage over here. So I went to the dealership, spent about 4 hours there trying to find these structural pieces. They were not able to find anything for it. They only found this upper piece right here, which is not even damaged too bad. You can see up here, it's the original shape. It's just a little scuffed up and scratched. Down here, same thing. It's just a little scuffed up scratch, just pushed in a little bit. The main damage is actually the piece under it that got a little bit more, slightly more crunched. But here's the thing. They couldn't find that piece or the one behind it. They only found this, which isn't even a piece that I needed that much. So what I'm going to do is there's a little nick right here in the edge of the frame rail. We have a stud welder gun. So we're going to stud weld it here, pull this out, body fill it up, because this is not even that bad. This is just a little dent that I want to fix. Over here, same thing. We're going to pull this out and fix this dent on the corner. And then this right here, we can try pulling it out. It's probably not even needed. This isn't that bad. I can show you guys up close in a little bit, but it's not even touching anything back here. It's just slightly pushed in. The wheel came and it hit the car right here. And then, you know, I never got the wheel with the car. They left it at the yard, but yeah, that wheel just hit right here and then just, you know, flew away. It just left. So sucks that they couldn't find those pieces, but good for us that this damage isn't that bad, so it doesn't even need to be replaced. But let's get a closer look at it. So it's not even like a part of a frame technically. This is the rail right here, which got a little nick in it right there. Very easy to fix. It's not even that bad. This right here, you can see it has its original shape all the way through. It wasn't hit anywhere. It's just a little scuffed up. Same thing over here. And then coming over here, still got its nice little shape and everything. It's over here where it got a little bit crunched right there. That's it. Just right in this area got a little crunch. This part is completely fine. Over here, we can pull this out the stud welder. Not even that bad. Only hit the corner, didn't bend anything else up. So all this stuff is gonna be repaired instead of replaced. We're gonna do our best. Gonna try to repair this because they can't find any of that. But yeah, it's gonna look just like OEM when it's done. We're gonna paint it and everything. Then coming over here, you can see that when the wheel left, it hit this upwards. This is nothing too bad. Just get your iron block and your hammer and just kind of flatten it out again. Then you have your body work right here. This door is just, you can see it got pushed out a little bit when they opened the door after the fender got wedged in there. You can see the little marks. So easy. This is pretty easy. You just push this back in if it needs body filler. Maybe it might need a little bit of body filler right there. You just fill that up. Over here, it's a little cracked, so it's gonna need some body filler there. And right here behind the tape, it's missing a little chunk of the side skirt, so we'll body fill that up. Paint this door up to here probably, and then blend it the rest of the way. Same thing here for this. This is gonna be body filled, and I wanna try to see if I can paint this here and then blend it the way up. See if I can blend it or if I have to blend the whole quarter panel. We'll have to see how that's gonna happen. Then these tabs are pretty easy, just repair those. Just need to be straightened out a little bit and re-welded up. These are pretty easy. Looking over here, you can see the frame rail is completely fine. The aluminum portion took most of the hit. It took all of the hit actually. So this rail is also good. This side is perfect. As you can see, original shape and everything's supposed to look exactly like the way it does, curve and everything. It's just the under piece that is a little damaged, which also technically looks the same from up to here on out, up to here. Then over here, it's a little crunched up, and this we're gonna pull out. This we're gonna pull out, so damage isn't that bad on that side. It's the same amount of space in between the two panels on both sides. See, same amount of space on both sides. So, yeah, not even that bad, just slightly pushed in. Nothing too bad, nothing that is not repairable. Okay, now let's talk about parts. So every single thing for the car has been ordered, but there was a few things that I got an email back saying that they were on back order, such as the brake caliper, the wheel, and a filler neck tube for the washer bottle. Now, luckily, I found all of those parts from different sites. I got some from a racing company, The other off of eBay, obviously. It's a good place to buy some parts from. And yeah, so everything else is coming from a dealership though. But luckily I was able to find that. The only thing I wasn't is a headlight. Now I did find a headlight, but they want $1,200 for that headlight, which is an enormous amount to pay for a car part, especially a headlight. So I know headlights are usually expensive, but $1,200, I know on eBay soon enough something will pop up, because it was $1,200 for the driver headlight too, but I got that for $580 off of eBay, which I'll show you guys in a little bit. It's almost like mint condition, it just has a little bit of damage on it, but $580, you can't beat that. So I'm gonna wait on that headlight. I have everything else on order. I think the latest one of the parts is coming it's on back order till March 1st, which is that brake caliper, so it's not gonna stop us from building this car. Everything else will be here in about a week or two. So let's take a look at the parts that have showed up already. So these are the parts right here. This fender is the original fender off of this car that we're just repairing a little bit. We got a new fender. This is just something that we're practicing repairing on. But over here is our brand new hood. And right behind it is the old hood. You can see right there. But this is brand new. It showed up a few days ago at the dealership. I went and picked it up. This is our original wheel and our cowl assembly. Brand new inner fender for the driver's side. Then back here we have a little, this was the first thing actually, but this is a little ball joint thing for the control arm. Yeah, so it goes right there on the passenger side on that control arm. Let's get all the boxes and everything off of this box because I want to show you guys what's in there. It's pretty cool. So in this box is a full chassis wiring harness for the car. Now we don't need to replace this whole thing because obviously this is a lot. It goes down all the way in there, so there's a lot in there, and that harness runs through the firewall, through the dashboard, through everything, and it's everything for the car. You can see some airbag wires and everything. Like it's the whole mumbo jumbo in there. So what's gonna happen is that on our harness, we only have it damaged up to about here. It's just just some cuts and stuff over here. So we're still figuring out where it's gonna happen because it's all a mess right now up here. So we're just going to, but the main idea is just to splice it somewhere around here and change up the wires. And but if we have to, like, reorder the pins, like reorganize them inside the blocks and stuff, because that harness is actually off of a ZL1, but it's all the same thing. Hopefully the only thing, it's the same engine that a ZL1 has except with the supercharger, but it's not even an engine harness, it's for that. So we'll figure it all out. This was got a really good deal on this part. Definitely it was like $900 below dealer sticker price for the one for this car. So we're gonna try it out. Hopefully it works. So in this box is the headlight that I got such a good deal on, a steal if you will. So here it is, literally in mint condition, no damage on the headlight whatsoever. The only damage is just a broken tab right here, but all the other mounting tabs are completely good. It's just this little tab right here. Lens is completely fine, nothing wrong with that. I call that a steal right there. That's an extremely good deal. The old driver headlight, sadly, it was cracked up and everything. It still worked and everything, but the housing's all cracked up, which sucks. So that's all the parts for the car that we've got so far. About 5 parts we have. And we did get a couple of airbags in too. A while back we got the seat airbag in, and then all of our suspension pieces I've showed you guys in the last video. And then up here is all of the old parts that were on the car, and then in this box is actually a new airbag for the steering wheel. Alright guys, so the old owner of this car took such good care of it. This car only has 5,708 miles on it. And as soon as it hit 5,000, he put brand new tires on it. He took it to the dealership, he got it serviced and everything. So right here, these cars come from the factory with Goodyear F1 tires. And now he put Michelin Pilot Sport 4S all-season tires on it. So this is the front wheel. You can see the tread is like brand new. It still has all the little things on the side. Brand new tire right here. I did have to get another one of these tires for that passenger side and a rim as well. And those Michelin tires, they're not cheap tires. So the owner was a really good owner. He put some really nice shoes on this car. My hands are all dirty from touching the tire now. You can see that this oil is pretty brand new. Still got some of that gold consistency in there. He was a really good owner. Took really good care of this car. It only has 5,000 miles, and he took it to the dealership too. I know he took the car to the dealership because I actually kept all the garbage that came from the car, which I probably should have thrown away, but it's all right there. So in here is a little tag from the dealership. So he was a really good owner. And then there's also a bunch of car parts that were broken in the accident, and some air fresheners. So yeah, but the vanilla aroma air freshener that was in that car smells so good. So guys, that is all for today's video. We did get quite a bit done. We got the frame rails out, we talked about damage, and we got the statuses of the parts and the car's condition and stuff. So that is going to be a wrap for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I did want to tell you guys that I appreciate all the support that you guys put on the channel. I read the comments, I like the comments. You guys are amazing, so thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.